Good morning and welcome, Patriot Radio News Hour. Joe and Jason, happy Wednesday. It is the 31st. Happy New Year Eve. Happy New Year's Day, because we will not be here the rest of the week. Also, all the bullion banks close early today, so if you want to jump in for your gold and silver needs, please do so early. And what do I mean by early? Probably like noon our time. So it's like 9 o'clock, so you got like 3 hours. We will be heading out early today because, well, what can you do? We are going to talk a lot of Texit. Jason just informed me, Chris Lewis, who normally joins us on Wednesdays for the half-empty cup, he's already getting ready, and who can blame him, to celebrate the New Year's holiday. And so we are going to take as long as we need over the next 3 hours to address any of those questions. So we will talk. There's a bunch of gold and silver stuff that we got to get to today, because a bunch of stuff happened. But don't fret, because I know a lot of you are curious and want to know more details. And we will provide them for you, so we'll have plenty of time to go through all of the great stuff that's coming. You know, Jason and I said, we've got the winners here. We do. I highly recommend, if you have already have wealth accumulated, protect some of it with gold and silver. That's what it's for, right? Gold and silver. Jason always says, hey, gold and silver is a savings. I call it wealth insurance, because really, what does it do? What's its goal? Well, it's designed to keep you whole. Let's look at where things are today. And listen, I'll be honest with you. In the last, week, we've done, $1.5 million in just silver. Just us, our little company here. But just in silver. Forget about gold. Probably done another, $1 million in gold. Whatever your needs are, we can accommodate. I've been telling you about, hey, get some of that into a precious metals IRA. If your wealth's in an IRA, and you're like, gosh, I don't want to get whacked with the taxes. Great. Trustee to trustee transfer. It's easy to do. We do it all the time. We can help you do it. Then, of course, you use Texit coin, right? That is, what is it for? It is simply to try to get you extra income every single day. Yes, and I know right now the income's not a lot, okay? Because the price is, around $1. It's not going to stay there. Heck, I may say this. It may go a little lower, but it's not going to stay there. It's not going to stay there. And we'll get to that a little later. But what is happening right now? Well, first, 800-951-0592. That is our toll-free number. AllAmericanGold.com is the website. We did have jobless claims out today. I don't know. Of course, now this is, what do you call it? Seasonally adjusted because of the, they try to take away, everyone got laid back off over Christmas and all that. 199,000, if you want to believe it. I don't know. That's like going back into the 90s. Continuing claims right around 1.9 million. They're calling it the no hire, no fire economy. I don't know. Can't tell you, right? According to Jay Powell, the jobs data is wrong, so I don't really know. Other than that, the big news today for the second time this week, the COMEX has raised margin requirements on gold and silver. This is, trying to pull out the old playbook. Remember on Monday we said, well, Monday we knew this was going to happen. There was a sell-off. Then yesterday silver came right back. Of course, gold, it was down 200, came back like 50, but they did it again today. Is it working? Not really. I mean, yes. Put it this way. Here's the good news. Ready? Silver's down $4. Right? $72. So I guess, Jason, this is New Year's Eve. It looks like we'll finish closer to 50 than 100. Boy, when it's close. Right? We kind of knew it. And obviously,
are you kidding?
The COMEX.
Are you kidding? This game just got started. Yeah, we got plenty.
I know, right? I don't know.
We got plenty of time to make up $3 now. This is the new silver.
And of course, New Year's Eve, so it's going to be light trading. But here's the good news. That just means you can get gold and silver for less. We'll be back right after that. $592 is our toll-free number. Let's take a quick look here. This is our last show this week. Then we'll have to get back to working full-time next week, but let's take a look here. The Dow's down 160. The S&P's down 23. The NASDAQ down 80. The 10-year note, 414, 415. Not going the right way. Shouldn't be surprised. Gold's down right now about $14. 43.25. Silver, like I said, down over $4.50. Well, $4.40 right now. 71.75. Yesterday, I told you that I was buying Silver Eagles at $75. Well, guess what? Today, I'm buying them at $71. Still probably, I don't think, without a doubt, right? We're probably no one's probably buying them anywhere close to that. I am. If you want to trade Silver Eagles for gold, I'll give you a great deal on the gold as well. But if you want to sell Silver Eagles, I'm paying $71 today. If you want to buy Silver Eagles, $17.25 a roll. That's a huge opportunity there. So you've got either way. I'll buy them at 71 if you want to sell them. If you want to buy them, a roll is $17.25 at 800-951-0592. However, this is kind of a cool little opportunity as far as price per ounce goes in silver. Right now, those Silver Eagles, 86 and a quarter at 17.25, 86 and a quarter. I mean, that's just where it is. Premiums are through the roof. Everybody's worried we're not going to have any silver very fast, right? That is the fear. And it's probably true. I do have half-ounce rounds. And let me tell you, we got these once before. They were actually really cool. They were really, really cool. They were just thinner is how these ones, each, there's different kinds of them. These are really cool. What makes it cool is it's going to be much cheaper for you to buy these half-ounce rounds. Right now, I'm trying to, my math just sucks right now. I know, I'm going to get it right, I promise. $1,640 for 20 ounces or 40 half-ounce rolls. So if you get 40 half-ounce, that's like 20 ounces of silver. You can pay $17.25 for 20 U.S. Silver Eagles, or you can spend $1,640 for 40 half-ounce rounds. I don't care which. Right, Jason? Give you a little option here. Those. A lot of people are talking about. Listen, I'm just still sitting there saying, hey, silver's going to be $100. Right? I'm like I'm the wussy in the room. Right? Everyone's talking about $200 and $300 silver. These half-ounce rounds, Jason, not a bad way to go, right? Hey, you know what? Someone needs to, do something. Hey, it's $150. Here's a half ounce of silver, right? It's something where with the prices as they are, we started talking about, hey, we've got to find cheaper and smaller alternatives. Well, here you go.
Yeah. No, I think getting silver in any form is best. I like, of course, it's nice to have a nice coin. I like coins better than bars. I like coins better than some of the other ways you can have silver. I'm not a big jewelry guy, but Joe and I have been talking how if the silver price keeps moving up, we're going to have to sell smaller amounts of silver for the average daily customer that has been frightened by the rapid increase in price. But no, I haven't actually held any of these half-ounce silver rounds yet, so I'll have to see those at some point.
They're pretty neat. And I'll say this: hey, minimum is 20. Okay, so that way,
it's a half
800. Roll. Yeah, half of a roll. Get 10 ounces of silver, $820. So if you guys want, and again, I'm going to tell you right now. How cool is it that silver, first of all, we needed a new bottom, right? We got to find a higher bottom. Remember, the last higher bottom in silver was $47. That was it, right? And it's gone from 47, went to 84. Right now, with twice in 72 hours, the COMEX has raised margin requirements. And by the way, they didn't do it a little bit. Initially, they raised the margin. By the way, they raised it first December the 12th. 10% they raised it to 22,000. Then they raised it to 25,000. Because remember, they're controlling a lot of silver in these contracts. And now they've raised them again and trying to keep the price down. Remember, COMEX is the paper price. Shanghai now, well, you used to think London was the physical price. They want to believe that. It's not. We know it's not. Shanghai physical silver Because you got to remember now, Shanghai, that's all you can do in the Shanghai exchange. Hey, you buy here because you want it. $80+ dollars. So just keep that in mind. And I really kind of like what silver's doing here, because it looks like even with them raising these margins, $70, 71, 70, right? $70 and change. They did it on Monday. It did it again today. Is this our new higher low, Jason? We don't know. We got to wait a few more days, but it's looking very positive. And my guess is the only reason we're getting a new low is because the COMEX is trying to control the paper price.
You know, silver did shoot up to 55. I thought it would go to 60 before it would stop at that one point. It did stop at 55, remember? And it came back for a little bit. And then it resumed.
Yeah, to 47.
And then, it resumed to where it's at now. So I have a feeling this is another one of those right now.
Yeah, we're going to have to see how it all shakes out. So this is your opportunity. Yeah, Jason, we're struggling. This thing, whatever this thing is, this crud, it's been terrible. Right now, silver 71.75, down 442. It's been as low as $70 and change. Gold's down 11, 43.28. U.S. Silver Eagles 17.25 half-ounce rounds. 20 of them, 820. Obviously, if you double that, that gets you the same amount of silver as a roll of Silver Eagles at 1,640 at 800-951-0592. And let's not forget, tomorrow, China is going to start putting export controls on the silver market. There's been 44, that's it, 44 companies that have been given a licensing agreement with the Chinese for silver to be exported. Remember, already U.S. refiners are telling companies, you can send us stuff, but we're full, right? We're running 24 hours a day. Our output is what it is. There's no extra. So this is probably going to drive silver prices going forward, and it will be interesting as the force majeures have been coming up as something, Jason. I don't know yet. There are signs of shortages all over the place, and people now talking about if there is a force majeure that you'll see silver prices above $125. I don't know. I don't know what is going to happen with China and what they are going to do as far as restricting silver. Will this result in another trade war? I would guess it would. That would be my guess. That's how important silver is. So everybody stay tuned. But like I said, these prices, by the way, they vary. We could get off the air in 3 hours and these prices could be gone. It just depends on what the market is. And like I said, you got about 3 hours to do it at 800-951-0592. And I'll tell you, what an interesting year 2025 has been. You know, if you're asking me what are gold and silver going to do in 2026, $100 silver, $5,000 gold, and I think that is maybe the low end. I'm very fearful that we could see $200 or $300 silver. That is not only it's looking likely. Just telling you that. That's what scares me. That's not a way out. Oh, by the way, hey, we need the biggest mine in Mexico to shut down and to bomb this country, and we need all these crazy things to happen. No. I think we need crazy things to happen to keep silver at 100. That's where I'm at on that. Gold anywhere from 5 to 8,000. Anywhere in that range. I might as well just say 10 because to make it easier. But I don't have a clear view yet because I got to see what happens with the restrictions here. Then remember, January, in case people forgot, there's going to be another government shutdown at the end of January. Yeah. What a crazy year. And then, of course, Texit coin. When we get back, we're going to start diving into Texit. The text line and the phone lines are going to be open, 877-536-1360. We're back here, Patriot Radio News Hour. Joe and Jason, we're going to spend as much time as we need, but we'll get into Texit, however long that goes, and then we'll shift gears as we finish out for the week. But again, the special today, it's all about silver half-ounce rounds. Minimum is 20, so that'd be 10 ounces of silver. That's $820. You buy 40. You can buy. I have 2,000 of them. So, and I know that sounds like a lot, but that's only 100 half rolls. That's only 50 full rolls. A full roll of half-ounce rounds is 40. That's $1,640. If you want U.S. Silver Eagles, great. 20 ounces, $17.25. If you want to sell your Silver Eagles, I'm paying $71. Shop it around. You'll be surprised how little people are paying out there, but I get it. 800-951-0592. If you want to trade your Silver Eagles for gold, I'll give you a great deal. All right, we had a guy do that yesterday. Traded a case of Silver Eagles for $20 gold pieces. And, of course, at least for today, guy looks like a genius, right? But as we get older, silver gets heavier. That's the only issue. And for some people, hey, you know what? I bought this silver at $10. Yeah, let's convert it to gold, and I can throw it in my backpack or my wife's purse, and nobody will think otherwise. And you have like 3 hours to do it. 800-951-0592. Then Patriot's going to close because the bullion banks are going to close, and then we'll be back on Monday, and who knows what it's going to be. So let's get into Texit, though. A lot of people, there's a lot of garbage out there. Texit has collapsed and all this other kind of fun stuff. No, it hasn't. Nothing has really changed. Obviously, listen, let's not lie. The price is down. And it sucks, right? Because it's not as, man, at $3, $4, $5, that's great income every day. That's great. At $1, not so much. But why is it at $1? Well, we had some selling. We did. I don't know why. But when you have 57,000 mining seats, if you will, miners, 57,000 pay centers. Now, some of us have 3 of them, right? So probably about 40,000 different people. I don't know. I don't know everyone's situation. at 525 or 529. I think it was it 529? 529.
Yeah, that's where it settled for a while.
We had a ton of selling. And, people, Bobby went out there and said, hey, I think it's worth 529. Let's see what the market thinks. And obviously the market said no. The market said no. I will say this. For those of you that are worried about the price, I'm not. I don't love it. I'm more worried about the actual project itself. Right? That's what I'm focused on. How's it going? I could care. You know what? It could go to 50 cents. It could go back to 2 cents. Would that be bad? Would that suck? Heck, yes. Is it going to die? Right? And if it was going to die, I would be telling all of you, sell. I promised you I would tell you when I start doing that. I bought more yesterday, just to let you know I'm still accumulating TXE. Why? Why would I do that? Because I believe in the mission, which is honest money. Right? Why? I mean, let's face it, it kind of makes sense. I've been in the gold business for 20-some years. Why? Because I know the dollar sucks. Seriously. I mean, I do. And I know, since joining this project, that digital money is better. It's better. Why is it better? It's cheaper. I know exactly how many are going to be made, give or take. I know how long they'll be made, and then I know that at the end, there will never be more than 353 million TXE out there ever. Ever. We know what the supply will be. And they have this cool thing called halvings that happen about every 6 years or so. That shrinks the supply every day. It actually goes down. What do we do? What does fiat money do? It does the exact opposite. It goes up. And, of course, the banks now, the worse the money gets, have you noticed? The higher the fees go. You know, when I was a little kid, God, if you brought like $25 to the bank, right, hey, here's a book. Remember they give you a book with stamps in it and stuff, and then you can get free crap with it and all that stuff. Here's a toaster and this and that. Yeah, no, they don't do that now. They don't do that. Matter of fact, if you don't put in at least, who knows, 10, 25,000, you can't even get anything. I don't even know what amount they actually would waive fees. I don't know. I'm sure at some point somebody will get free checking, but that's a thing of the past. Free checking. Remember free checking? It's gone. Now they don't want to pay any interest. And the thing about it is it's cheaper and faster to use. Really. And the one thing that has always been missing in the crypto space, nobody knows how to use the damn stuff. And that's kind of what Texit was going to do. We're going to show everybody how to use it. We're going to talk about what's coming next. Stay with us. Get your call. If you want to call in, text in 877-536-1360. We'll be back after the break. 800-951-0592. If you want to get your gold or silver, any Texit questions, if you want to talk to somebody, sign up, whatever it is that you want to do. And then, of course, 877-536-1360. That's the call or text line right to the show today. But as we look at the I guess there's almost two things going on at once. There's the building of the mine, right, which is what we're talking about, right? I guess right now, when we look at the price, at least today, I guess we kind of associate it with building the mine because Layer 2 is just getting started. And when I look at this project, what comes next is the most important part. Is the mine being built? Yep. Right, and we saw that, right? We saw Conroe come online a few weeks ago. We know Victoria, as soon as the equipment gets in from China, that'll be immediately online once it is installed. McKinney is in progress. Then we've got 4 other mega mines coming online. We've bought 30 million mega hash. That's about, 30% of the project. Bought and paid for. Within, let's just say by the end of the month, we'll have at least half of it installed, maybe a little more, but at least half of that 30 million mega hash installed. We've only sold just under 23 million mega hash. And when we look at price, can I tell you why? And to me, I think it was probably more than one decided to sell at $5.29. I don't know. Whatever the reason was, they had a reason. But the biggest thing about the price, when you look at where we're at in building the mine, and let's face it, December's tough, right? Really, Thanksgiving and Christmas. But August, September, October, November, we were averaging over 10,000 new miners a month. December, it's going to be 3,000. So a big part of, hey, why is the price down? Well, you know what? We kind of hit a patch where we had selling, lots of it, about 15 million. You know what? Here's the great part. Over 15 million, right? Volume's been, even now at $1, volume's still well over 200,000, 300,000 a day. Imagine if we were doing that at $5, right? Then we'd be doing what? $1.4, $1.5 million a day. So there is a lot of activity. Yes, it sucks about the price, but that is temporary. And I think people are going to start paying attention as Layer 2 starts picking up the demand. Because right now, here's the issue. What do we have? We have more people selling than people wanting to buy, right? At least at the price, right? Obviously, every time someone sells, someone's buying, right? We have buying. Layer 2 is going to add to the demand side. And the best thing about Layer 2, that's all at market, right? So, yeah, let's face it, all of us, we're all alike, right? If the price is $1, well, I'll put an order in for 95 cents, right? Or I'll put an order in for 90 cents. I don't want to pay $1, right? Right? That's just kind of human nature. The path to 16. This is kind of, let's call it what it is. One of the things, and I did this with you guys. When Mike brought it to Jason and I, Bobby had never missed. He hit the price target in April. He hit it in May. He hit it in June. Hit it in July. Hit it in August. Hit it in September. Hit it in October. Heck, hit it in November. And then we missed for the first time since he put out the path to 16 like a year and a half ago. And Jason, you know what? I kind of think That's probably really, when you think about it, rattled some people, right? Okay, missed. Let me sell. Let me get my money out, right? I mean, that makes sense. That's just kind of human nature. And at the same time, hey, by the way, the signups went from over 10,000 to 3,000. I mean, that's, kind of a little mini perfect storm was happening to Texas in the month of December.
Yeah, there's just the dream is to live in a fantasy where everything goes exactly the way you want, and life is everything going your way is actually life gets actually kind of boring if you've ever had a long stretch of good luck. It can get boring. I mean, one of my favorite movies, Conan, when Conan's doing really well in the middle of the movie, just being a barbarian. In the middle of the movie, he's just sitting there with his girlfriend, and he falls asleep in his bowl of oatmeal because success got it tries your mettle as much as the toughest sword, right? So we had a stretch where things have gone the wrong way. What I'm going to keep saying right now with the lower prices, I'm still getting deposits. There's still a value.
Nothing's changed.
It sucks it's $1, but I'm still getting deposits. It's still working. Don't give up on it. It's working.
800-951-0592. Happy New Year's to everybody. We will be closing early today. We will be closed Thursday and Friday. Before I forget, Jason, you guys have a meeting?
We have a meeting on Wednesday, January 7th at 6 o'clock here at the radio station. Mike Morris will be there. I don't do meetings without Mike Morris. And we'll be talking Texas. And he may have another item or two on the menu. We'll see when we get to next Wednesday. But we'll be our first full week back. I'm hoping, I've been feeling better finally, even though I'm still having a little crud. But Thanksgiving, Joe. We had those days off. I didn't get to really enjoy it. Then we had the Christmas break. I didn't really get to enjoy it. So I'm hoping to enjoy these next couple days off because I've been suffering through the other. I guess
it's been tough, man.
Yeah, but
this crud just seems to stay with you.
Yeah, whatever it is, I'm not been too happy. I'm always very healthy and always taking care of myself. So I had to go through a stretch like this, but yeah, no, I've been feeling good. And so next week, being the first full week back, it's going to be a little bit of a climb to do the 5-day work week, but I'll be there. I'll get it going.
Well, I'm not looking forward to it. In Phoenix, we've got meetings starting again next week. We got a Chandler meeting coming up on Monday, and right now that meeting is open. Christine has made some calls. We haven't heard back from people. Remember, in Phoenix, it's a little different because we don't have the space that Colorado does. You call, you get yourself put on the list, and then we'll call you and schedule you guys. Remember, these mini meetings in Phoenix, this is to get you guys on the exchanges so you can buy and sell Texas to your heart's content. Please call 800-951-0592 and get yourself on the list.
Joe inspired me. I decided I'd put the market up here. I was like, you know what? I'll buy some Texacoin. It's so low. Let's just see what happens if I buy a chunk of it. So I bought 7,600 Texacoin while we were on the air.
There you go. Just like that.
Just like that.
Right?
It doesn't take,
like that.
It's not very hard, especially if you have a desk job. You can be buying and selling this stuff all day long. It's not very hard. But let's just see what happens with Texacoin, man. Let's get through this patch and see what happens, right, Joe? Let's see what happens.
Yeah, so we're coming up on the break. I want to remind everybody, right, U.S. Silver Eagles, $17.25. That is a big discount today. Half-ounce rounds, $820 for 20 of them. That's 10 ounces. You want to buy a roll of 40, right? So that's the equivalent, 20 ounces of silver, $1,640 at 800-951-0592. And let's just see what happens. Remember today, the COMEX raised margin requirements again today. I love it. I love it because it's showing you the strength of silver. This is what crippled. You know, the last time silver was 50, and it went all the way down, went lock limit down 5, down 5, down 5. Do you know what the COMEX did? They raised margin requirements 2 days in a row. Well, the COMEX has done it every other day, and guess what? Silver's just got to laugh. Yeah, $4, big deal. Wait till it's, I tell you what, I think Monday's going to be excited. I have no idea where the price of silver is going to be. I think I'll be shocked if it isn't higher on Monday when we come back. How's that?